guys, it's Gaijin Hunter, and congratulations, Monster Hunter Cross is finally out. Now I know some of you are importing this game and have limited to no Japanese language ability, so while I do plan on making an in-depth video on each mechanic and how each of the menus work, this is day one, so I just want to get out a really quick video for you guys to at least tell you who's who, so you know where to go when you want to get something done. So this here is Berona Village. This guy right over here is the village chief. If he has an icon over his head, he's basically just wants to congratulate you on something, I think. This is the most important girl, which is the quest counter. If you talk to her, you can go on quests. One thing I want to note about quests, just so you guys know which ones are really important and which ones aren't, if you go into there, there's a whole lot of quests. But this little blue mark, this three-prong one, that's the main story. That's just, well, I mean, they're all main story, but this is the one from the Y Academy, the organization that you belong to. So these are most likely the key quests that you need to do. These icons here are all specific to different villages, so these are side quests that you get for opening up the features and new ingredients and other stuff from villages. This sword icon is Kokoto Village, and you'll notice that as you play the game. This snowflake is Poke Village. This red hot spring icon is Yukumo Village. And then finally, this one down here, it almost looks like a pot or something from Zelda. This is the Berona Village one. So again, these are side quests, so they're great to do because they unlock new ingredients and other cool stuff. But if you just want to plow through the game, you probably just want to focus on these blue three-prong ones. Down here is just some training quests, don't worry about those really. This is the kitchen, this is where you sit down to eat. I will cover that in another video because it is a little bit different this time. But one thing to note here is the chef over here, if she's got an icon over her head, it means that you have a new ingredient. Go ahead and just talk to her when that happens, and you'll get a list of all your different ingredients. Just pick one of them and make sure if you can select another one, and then you can almost invent a new recipe. These will then be permanently added onto the kitchen. So anytime you get a new one, just make sure to exhaust all your options. You'd be surprised how many open up. And as long as you do that, then you're always going to have your most upgraded kitchen. Over here is the commander, or the teacher. So if he has a bubble over his head, it means that he's going to teach you a whole new set of hunting arts. Now it just fades out and goes back in, and you learn a new hunting art for every weapon. So far I've only played the game a few hours, so you unlock new hunter skills when you level up a village, but there may be other cases in the game in which the bubble appears above his head, so make sure to look for it. This guy here is just the horrible armory where he just sells like some very generic weapons. But this isn't a very important guide. This is the Smithy, so this is where you go to both make and upgrade your weapons. So if you quick talk to him, it's the same options as Monster Hunter 4U. You have make a weapon, and you have your choices. You have make gear, and you have your choices. You have upgrade gear, and that works for both weapons and armor. And then you have decorations, and a whole bunch of these. This is a complicated system now with upgrading, so I will go into that in another video. To his right, and this will open up as you play the game, is the Palico Armory. So it's the same deal as the Smithy. You go here to make gear for your Palicos or your Nyanta. Blah blah blah. Come on. Okay. So here's weapons, and you get a list over here. Then you've got the headpiece, the body piece, and then you have scraps. So anytime that you make a weapon, like let's say you make a Jaggy weapon, you'll get some Jaggy scraps from it, and then you can use those to make Jaggy related stuff for your cats. Now you can either make a weapon, or you can just go to this bottom option, which is the list of all the different ones that you can get right now, and you can go ahead and then trade in materials for scraps if you want to. Anyway, that's another topic that I will cover in another video. You just have some nice NPCs. This is the guy from the Y Academy. He's supposed to be the hotshot, so sometimes when there's major story stuff, he will have something to say. Other than that, he's just reading his damn book. Okay, up here we have the hot air balloon cat. This is just another way to travel to other villages, but if you see on the bottom screen, you can just tap them, so I don't really see the usage for this cat at all. Okay, we have our shop over here. This is just where you buy items and the such. You have your house, which we'll go into in a second. And then you have the courier, which is the cat, so you can do street pass settings and also any other thing. But if you're living outside of Japan, you're probably not going to be using that. So before we go into our house, let's go to this area on the right. This is called the Palico Plaza, and these are all different options related to your Palicos. So this entry person likes to give you tickets every now and then, so just talk to that to earn some tickets. This is the Palico board in the middle. This is where this is in your room as well. This is where you can change between Hunter and Nyanta, which is the top option. Just choose this top one, and you will change into a Nyanta. And again, I will go over this in a whole nother video. It's too much to go over for now. But you can choose which Palico you want. You can choose their support skills, your Palico skills, change their or sell their equipment, register equipment, choose which one of them are training, or say goodbye. So lots of stuff we'll cover some other time there. Over here is the Feline Dojo. I haven't used it yet, and I don't think I've fully unlocked it, but this is for transferring over skills. Then we have the wonderful little feline girl. So if you talk to her, you can then get new Palicos in the game. So this top one here is just means she'll just give you a list of different Palicos that you can then hire. If you go down to the second one, it's scouting, so you can tell her I don't care what, or you can say you can filter it by ability or by appearance and all sorts of other stuff. This third option is basically if you live in Japan, sometimes they have special Palicos that they distribute, and that's where you go to select and get them. And then the other one is to say goodbye to a Palico. Up here we have the Meowster Hunters, which is its own little thing. I think if you do it, and even if you don't know Japanese, you might be able to figure it out, but I will do a separate video on that. That will unlock as you play the game. Then over here we have the Trader. So he sort of looks like a samurai, right? Now the Trader has a few different options that are worth noting. So the first one is, just like the Monster Hunter 4U, this is where you can increase different items. Like if you want to trade and get you a bunch of might seeds or something. This is exchanging your points for both items, or exchanging points for special items, or this is a new third section. This is basically for prestige, so you can use your precious Academy points to buy new guild card names, so guild card backgrounds, and costumes for your Poogie. So very cool. And then down here below, if you guys are playing online, this is where you can exchange your Academy points for special permit tickets so that you can go on special variant quests. Then down here is villager request. If you go here, you can hit left and right and cycle through. This is where you're going to get villager requests that you can then deliver and then beef up your facilities. Okay, that covers Palico Plaza. Let's get out of here. Just go to our room really fast. I'm not going to cover this in much detail. This is your item box. This is the same thing that you had in Monster Hunter for Ultimate. So put away items, take out items, register an item set, combine items, change your appearance, change your equipment, register your equipment, or change your style. This is the most important one, guys. Down here is how you change your hunting style and your hunter arts. You select that and you've got Guild on the top, Striker, Aerial, and then Bushido. And if you choose that, you can then choose which one of your hunter arts you want to take with you. Fun times. This is the Palico board, which we just covered over in the other place, and then you have your bed where you can sleep and save your game. Okay, let's keep booging on. Let's go to the offline section of the game. So just press A to go offline or Y to go online. This is where you're going to be if you're going to be playing online with people. Don't go here and take quests solo because they are very strong and have a lot of HP. This really is for multiplayer, guys. Okay, this first one is just a guild manager. She doesn't really have much of a function. She'll just talk to you and tell you fun stuff. You go over here. We have the hot air balloon cat again. Again, no real use for that cat. Over here, this is the store. So if you want to buy some items before you go out on a quest, this is where you do it. It's good to know. You have your item box here, which is nice, so you can go and change your item set before you depart. Here you have the quest girl. It's only one girl to counter right now because I don't have high rank, but that's the girl right there. Then we have just a NPC that's story related who you can talk to. This is the commander for, and what he does here is he offers arena quests and time attack challenges. So this first one here is arena challenges. This is the challenge quest and this is ranking. So you guys can figure that out. And you have your kitchen with Nyan Cook or Nyan Cook, whatever you want to call him. Then you just have another NPC. Now this is an area that you might miss though. Sorry, there's the kitchen. You might miss this. If you go all the way over to the right here, this is what they call the prep area. This is brand new because usually in Monster Hunter 4U, you just went on a quest and you really couldn't change a lot of stuff. You couldn't go to the Smithy. It's all right here now. Over here on the left we have a combined Smithy, so this is where you can both craft and upgrade your armor. Do the same thing for Palico, so you don't have to go back to the village. You have a full item box here, and the cool thing to mention about this one is this is identical to the one inside your room, so you can go and change your style here before you go out on a hunt without disconnecting. You have your bed for saving your game now, so it's pretty much my room. And you have your Palico board again. So all the functions you would need for your house right here in the online lobby. You can't beat that. And this cat here is your room service. So if you want to check out the gallery, do downloads and stuff like that, that's who you talk to. Okay, so that pretty much covers all of Beruna Village. So let's go ahead and quick check out the other villages so you know what they do. So I'm going to touch the bottom screen here. In the middle, you'll see I'm in the gathering hall right now. To the right of that is Street Pass Hunters, which I haven't set up yet, but it's probably the same as Monster Hunter 4U, so no worries. Let's go to Yukumo, which is the bottom right, and just travel. Tap is definitely the best way to go. I don't know why they added the hot air balloon travel system, because it's really, you just tap it. This is Yukumo Village from Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, which is really nice. You have the balloon cat again, you never use it, bunch of NPCs walking around. This is your store here on the left for buying potions and items and generic stuff. This girl up here is the useless weapon shop. She just sells some basic weapons. This is the Smithy though for buying and upgrading your weapons. This is the Palico version right there. And we go all the way up here. This is your house, so if you go in here, there's your room. It has the same functions as all the other places do. Then you have the feline granny. This is just like the girl. You can then hire Palicos in this village as well. This is your quest counter girl. I love how she's just standing there. This is where you go when you want to take on a quest. This is the chief here, and she usually has some interesting things to say if you can read it. These are all just NPCs that randomly come in here. Now one thing about Yukumo is there are some NPC conversations that only happen here at the hot springs. So you want to do is stand in front of one of these like little sitting pads and press the A button. You do that and you will sit down and have a conversation with whoever it is on the right. Here we have a nice cameo appearance by the Muga Chief Elder, which is all the way back from Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, so cool of him to join us. And he just wanted to talk. But sometimes you get new requests and other stuff, which is nice. If you take on a quest from the girl, this is where you want to go to. The part is up here. So that pretty much covers that village. Let's go up to the upper right, which is Poke Village. Okay, Poke Village is where a lot of you veterans remember. This is Monster Hunter Freedom Unites Village. Here on the left we have Balloon Cat again. We don't need it. We have Feline Granny for hiring new cats. Here on the right though, we do have a special area which leads you to a cave. Inside the cave, if you have I believe a pickaxe, you can go up here and pick off of this great blade and get some items. Nothing major but interesting to know. Then down here you have all your major facilities. You have your Palico Smithy, you have your Smithy, you have your item shop. This is your elder right here, who sits there and gives you major quests. And this is your quest girl standing in front of the house and an item box. Then over here on the left is the kitchen. So nothing really big or new to talk about here. And this also is your house. So if you go in here, you can go into your house. We'll show that off really fast, see? Nice. Okay, let's go to the upper left, which is Kokoto Village. Okay, this is all the way back from the original Monster Hunter, I believe. So it looks very rural. Balloon Cat, bunch of NPCs talking. There's Feline Granny again. Over here we have the item shop, which is good. We have the useless weapon guy. We have the useful Smithy. We have the Palico Smithy right there. We have the quest counter girl, which is right here. We have our kitchen, so we can go and eat. We have a bunch of NPCs and some more. Oh, here we go. We get a nice cameo by the caravan. So one thing you'll notice is that if someone has anything to say, they will have a yellow box above their head, so go ahead and just exhaust those options. If it's a key quest or something really important, it'll be a red color. So go ahead and we'll talk to her. She has some stuff to say. And it didn't result in anything, it was just fun dialogue. There are some Poogies, there are some more NPCs, but that's pretty much it. That is Coquito Village. So I think that pretty much gives you a full overview of the game, except for the kitchen. So let me quick go on a quest and quit it because I already ate, and I want to show you guys what that looks like. Wasting my zenny so I can show you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and retire so I can go eat. Just asked if I want to save my game. Sure, why not? Okay, and to end this video, I'm going to show you guys how to eat. Now, there is a lot of Japanese, so it's going to be confusing, but at least if you understand the mechanics, you'll be able to get through. So you can eat anywhere, but I'm just going to go right back to Beruna because that's where we started. So now it is an outside kitchen. It's actually a fondue type. So if you sit down here, you'll then be asked to either order or use a coupon or use a high-grade coupon. So we're going to order food. And here's all the dishes that you've now created. If you see this little bistro hat on the right, it means that you're probably going to activate the skills, which is good. And on the left on the top left is the skills that it gives your hunter, and on the bottom left is the skill that it gives your palicos. So if you just pick something, then you get a whole list of sauces, and this is like Monster Hunter 4 you would like, do you want to bake it, do you want to steam it, and blah 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 blah. So you have tons of different options and skills, just pick one. This top option here is to pay to eat it, or you can use points to eat, which I don't recommend. So go ahead and eat, and you get this absolutely adorable sequence. You can skip all these by pressing the B button. Eat up. Okay, well I hope you guys enjoyed the very quick guide. Again, I'm going to do more in-depth videos that really go through all the different menu options, but it might take a while because I am trying to enjoy the game, I'm trying to unlock stuff, and it does take some time. Hopefully other resources will become available, which I will share if I see them. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying Monster Hunter Cross or are about to enjoy Monster Hunter Cross. Until next time, happy hunting.